People's power has prevailed. The union government has decided that Anna Hazare will be freed. Delhi police sources indicating that his the release warrant is currently being signed, worked on. Our correspondent also reporting that 1,400 protesters who were detained at Chhatrasal Stadium are also being freed. This indeed is a big victory for the civil society crusaders. They were locked this morning, sent into preventive custody for 7 days. We're now getting word. These are live images from outside Tihar jail, where there's a sense of jubilation. There's a sense of people power having prevailed. Why is the government so confused? Why is it sending out conflicting signals? Is the government acting in a manner remnant of the pre-emergency days? And is this action a throwback to the days of the British Raj? Joining us for perspective, Abhishek Singhvi, national spokesperson of the Congress Party. I've also got with me Javed Ansari, Headlines Today's political editor. I want to go across to Dr. Singhvi. Dr. Singhvi, I want to quote to you what Union Law Minister Salman Khurshid said. Dr. Singhvi, do you hear me properly, sir? First, let's establish that. Do you hear me?
No, it's...
First, let's try and get the... I can hear you, Dr. Singhvi, just fine. Our viewers hear you just fine. Can you hear us well, sir?
Now I can hear.
Okay,
yes,
let me quote to you what Salman Khurshid said 27th of June when Section 144 was imposed by the UP government in Bhatta Parsol. If we don't have a right to protest, we don't have anything at all. We can understand the government's nervousness. He said this about Mayawati. Today, the same questions are being asked of your government. So why are you so nervous? What's the big deal if Anna Hazare sits on a fast and some thousands of people join him? Why is the government panicking, quivering, shaking?
You are used to using nice adjectives. These are your own subjective conclusions. Nobody is quivering, shaking except your own adjectives and conclusions. There's a great danger of misleading by making inappropriate, inapposite comparisons. In Bhatta Parsol, nobody was suggesting a fast or a fast unto death. Nobody was saying that despite these conditions, we will have a protest at a place of our choice. We will not have it for 3 days but indefinitely. Here, more than ample opportunity for protest has been given for the last 3 months. Every day civil society activists have been on your channels. They are allowed to protest and demonstrate. The only thing is, it is subject to reasonable restrictions under our constitution. Now, if you don't like those reasonable restrictions, you can challenge them in court. There is a reasonable set of restrictions which the Delhi police thinks is reasonable.
No, but Dr. Singhvi, fasts are not being organized. Protests are not being organized in New Delhi for the first time. Dr. Singhvi, fasts and protests are not being organized in New Delhi for the first time. Arun Jaitley said today that in 3 decades of political life, this is the first time we are hearing of these sort of restrictive conditions about how many days you will protest, how big the fast will be, how many people can join you, how many cars can come there. There have been so many protests. Why is this particular agitation being triggered out for such treatment,
please don't go on.